after so many years of this. So, and number two, when you're missing a class and you ask, at least I remember what I've done, but I never can find the papers. So actually, it's just because I can use a lot of color. Blah, 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 blah. All right, that's it. What is this? What do we have here? What is number 6? What does 6 represent? What is that called? Number 6 is called a what? Atomic number. So this is your atomic number. An atomic number represents what? Their number of protons. Where are those guys?
In the nucleus.
In the nucleus, all right, in the nucleus. It also represents what?
Electron.
Does it also represent the number of electrons? Okay, so also the number of electrons. Where are the electrons? Okay, outside the nucleus. They're telling me in outer shells. Okay, so I think they're going, it could be called on energy levels, but that's another story. I mean, this is all provided. This is all true provided you don't have a charge, right? So as long as you have a neutral atom, that story is true. The moment that you start putting charges, well, forget it, all right? What about number 12 at the top? Number 12 is what? So this is called the mass number. Okay, that's the mass number, and again, you know, this one represents what? Number of protons, a number of neutrons. This is all in the nucleus. This is kind of like the mass of the atom. Right, so that's the mass of the atom. All right, carbon is one of the most prolific of this periodic table. When carbon combines with hydrogen, okay, when it's just carbon, hydrogen, these are called hydrocarbons. This is just carbons and hydrogen, okay? Hydrocarbons. You know how many chapters we have just to the hydrocarbons? You don't even want to know. Let me tell you. We have chapter 3, which is the alkanes. That's just for carbon, hydrogens, single bond. A whole chapter dedicated with that. We have chapter 7 and 8 for the alkenes. Does anybody know what alkenes are? Carbon double bond. And we have chapter 9, which are the alkynes, which are carbon-carbon triple bond. In Chem 3, we have 4 chapters singly and simply dedicated to carbon-hydrogen bonds, okay? So the whole entire part is there. So that kind of leads me to my periodic table, or leads us to our periodic table. How's that? And our periodic table kind of looks like this. Oh my, here we go. Did I tell you that I wanted to be an artist? I failed art. I'm lying. And so I became an organic chemist. Not true, but I do really like art. And these guys are what? These are our halogens, right? And this is group 7. And these are the halogens. Well, when carbon combines with hydrogen, and any one of these guys, so when we have carbon combining with hydrogens, and any one of these guys, we have a whole chapter dedicated to them. This will be my chapter 6. All right. When I move one over, I thought I had a red pen, and I get to group 6, and in group 6 I have oxygen, and I have sulfur. But if I just concentrate with oxygen, and I have carbon with with hydrogen, with oxygen, let's say we have those, and they're all singly bonded, I have 3 chapters this semester. Okay, so over here, we have chapters 10, 11, and 14, when carbon combines with hydrogen and oxygen. This is it. So this is all for Chem 3. So Chem 3, did I miss any chapters? Well, 1 and 2 we introduced for some mechanism of alkanes, stereochemistry. Let's take a look. Let's take a look how poorly did I do. Okay, let's check and see what I've done here. Let's see where I'm at. All right, so back to the syllabus. Let's see if we did well. On the syllabus, we're looking at lectures. Do you see down here? I'm at the lecture tab. So I clicked on lecture. Take a look at the big tentative. I may be there, I may not. So today we're doing our intro and the structure of atoms. We're starting with chapter 1. And so the last time I counted these pages, I really think I was on the 6th edition. So right now on the 8th edition, I don't know if there's 39 pages or 42, but to give you an idea how many pages there are, right? So I don't remember how many, and that number may not be true, okay? But our first unit exam will include chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4. And our first exam is the week of September 22nd, which is happening on the 6 weeks. So if you are a Monday, Wednesday student, the majority of the time your test is on Wednesday, because Monday I don't want to see you after you take the test and you drive me crazy how horrible it was. So I try to give the test the day that I don't see you anymore. Take the test, bye-bye. I'll see you following week. Don't talk to me. I walk out like this. Oh my God, I thought she was nice. So, you know, so that's usually how that goes. So I try to exit very quickly after the exam. So that will be the big bulk of our test 1, chapters 1 through 4. Then we go on and we do chapters 1, 5, 6, 7, and a little bit of 8. And that will be your test 2, which is almost towards, before Halloween. How's that? So test 2 will be right before Halloween, around 27 and 28. And then we finish the year with chapters 8, 9, 10, 11. I did not write 11. Oh, don't print it. I'm missing a chapter. I'll have to put 11 right there. Okay, save. Yeah. So I'll have to take it off and put it back on again. I forgot to put 11 on there. All right, and then our unit exam, the last unit exam is December 7th and 8th, which is also, this time would have to be a Monday. So I'm having to do it on a Monday, mostly because I want to have the grades by the following Wednesday, so that you know how you did on that test. You know, I don't like, usually, I like people to know their grades right away. So that's that. And then our final exam happens to be on that 14th of December, okay? If I'm going to print anything, it's going to be the lab. But we're going to talk about the lab when I see each other again at 1 o'clock, all right? So we'll talk about the lab then, and we'll talk about discussion then. In the meantime, I want to come back here to Canvas, right? In the meantime, I want to come back to Canvas. And when I'm back to Canvas, the only thing you're going to be able to see is this document. You're seeing many things there, but that is not true. All right, so let's download this for a moment, otherwise we cannot see it correctly. If you're going to buy the Mastering Chemistry, like let's say